Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. Today we have with us Dr. Seiko Josh. He is a scientist in the Department of Textile Manufacturing and Textile Chemistry, Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Avikaanagar. Basically, his expertise in textile chemistry. So then, regarding dyeing and other things, he is working a lot in this department, parent department. So we found it suitable to call him for this purpose. And his topic of Pashmina, dyeing and quality, because one is I was talking on other day that what are the different quality parameters upon we assess the quality of any product. So similarly, when we go for dyeing of any textile material, you need to assess its quality. So quality in terms of fastest properties and other properties. So he will be talking about these things. I welcome Dr. Seiko.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Dr.Asif, for a nice introduction. In fact, it's a great pleasure to have a lecture or interaction with you. Rather, I would say interaction. In fact, I'm a scientist in Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute. Basically, my discipline is textile chemistry. Just before my introduction, I will give my introduction within 2-3 slides. Let me know your background, right? So, from you, could you please keep in silence?
My name is Sebastian. I am also studying in the same department from LIFT.
You're from Kerala?
Yes.
Hello sir, I'm Shahrukh Ahmed. I'm from LIFT Srinagar and currently in Master of Fashion Management.
My name is Rahul Singh. I'm doing my fashion management from LIFT Srinagar.
Hello sir, my name is Minal. I'm doing my
Minal?
Minal.
Minal?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm doing my post graduation in from NIFT in fashion management.
Fashion management, right?
Yes sir.
My name is Disma. I am doing job in Yarns Export and our brand name is NK.
Hello, my name is Rahat. I'm from IGA. I'm currently working in Yarns Exports and our brand is NK.
Fine.
Hi, my name is Banu. I'm currently pursuing my master's from Veterinary.
Okay.
I am Mr. I'm doing Pashmina products.
My name is Faraz. I'm an AI engineer and I'm also having business of Pashmina.
AI engineer, right?
Abdul Minam Zarko, currently doing with business with my family.
Are you comfortable in English?
Yeah.
Yes.
And my English is also not good. Chalega, koi dikkat nahi hai. Okay, so just a brief introduction about myself. Mainly I'm working on natural fibers. I completed my degree in industrial chemistry long back. Which year? Which year I completed my degree? Just pure
2020.
blank shot.
2020.
20.
Yes.
I completed
2009,
2009, 20, 20 and 9.
1980.
2020.
15.
15. We do have 1 hour, right? Can I take 10 or 15 more? It's okay. You are having whole day, right?
Yes sir. We will go in the lab after that. आप भी आ रहे हैं वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा
हाँ.
ये process के बारे में थोड़ा सा वही
कोई नहीं. So 2000, okay, fine. I passed out in 2006.
Why I was going to tell that
2006.
only.
MSc, but in BSc I completed in 2004. अब कितना साल हो गया? 20 साल होने वाला है?
Yes.
बड़ा हो गया. And after that I completed. I got degree in industrial chemistry, and further I moved to MSc in textile chemistry. I took my MSc from Alagappa University, Tamil Nadu. Afterwards, after completing my MSc, immediately I got selection in industry. I worked in different industry, mainly dyeing industry. I worked in initially knitting industry. You know knitting,
Yes.
knitted
Yes,
products. Yes. दैट बेनियन कपड़ा ये सब आपका जो है स्वेटर वगैरह नहीं होता है। और वोवन क्या होता है?
Interlacing.
Yes, shirt वगैरह वोवन होता है। So you know that. I will go very slowly. If you have any doubt, you can stop me, and it's an interaction. I mean, you people might be knowing much better than Pashmina. My Pashmina language, I mean, this one subject knowledge is much not much good, but in general, I can speak, right? Then I shifted into silk industry. You know silk?
Yes, sir.
From where you get and everything. I think you are familiar with silk because in Srinagar itself,
Yes,
I think you are having. I worked in silk industry in dyeing and production. After that, that's in Karnataka, and in Tamil Nadu I worked in knitting industry, knitting dyeing. Then I shifted to bedding, that bed linen, you will say, that bed cloth. That industry, that is one of the largest exporters of bed industry. It's in Hassan, near to Bangalore. Then I shifted to linen. Linen, you know linen?
Yes,
What is linen?
Another type of fabric.
Yes, you know sir everything. I am asking to these people. These fashion people should know the nature of fibers and everything, right? Linen. What is linen? There is another term for linen. Flax.
Kind of cotton.
It's not kind of cotton. You know flax? No, flax and linen. Same. Okay. So linen and flax is one of the early. I mean, once when we started wearing dresses, especially that you can see if you are going back to Egyptian mummies, they wrapped the cloth with linen. This is much more earlier than cotton history, right? So linen is a variety of plant from which we are taking the fiber. Fiber उसमें से निकलता है, ठीक है? You are comfortable in English? समझ में आता है? अगर आप समझ में नहीं आए तो बता देना, मेरा थोड़ा कुछ मैं हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Okay, so linen is another natural fiber. It's not cotton. It is having the highest tensile strength. Strength होता है ना? अब अगर इसको खींचेंगे तो कोई भी natural fiber, जो भी fibers further. So it is having the highest strength. Linen is having the highest strength among natural fibers. And jute, you know jute? Okay, so it's similar to jute. Okay, now I worked in linen industry. Linen industry, that industry is the highest, that is the largest manufacturer of linen goods, exporters of linen goods from India. And basically it was an Irish company. It is not an Indian company. It was in Cochin. Later I cleared ARS. ARS, what is ARS? Agriculture Research Service. I cleared it in 2013. And I worked in now Hyderabad. Then later on shifted to Kolkata. Kolkata is in West Bengal, right? Up to 2016 I was there. Then in 2016 I got a transfer to Jaipur, Rajasthan. Abhikanagar, it's a little bit far away. Have you ever visited Jaipur?
Yes, sir.
Yes, great. Okay. And 2020, after a long time, I got a chance to do my PhD. And 3 years I took study leave. I did my PhD in wool composites in Kerala, MG University, under Professor Sofi Thomas. Then I joined back to the same institute in 2023. This is my area and specialization, natural fiber. I worked on almost all natural fiber. Whatever the natural fiber you tell me, I will have a research paper. Tell me any natural fiber. Okay, you know the difference between natural fiber and synthetic fibers. Okay, tell me the name of some natural fibers.
Cotton,
Jute, silk.
First to Pashmina and wool, which
Yeah,
we are dealing with right
You
now.
must say that.
Then we can come to cotton and other naturals.
Yeah. Okay, then.
शतूश की बात मत करो.
Any other fibers?
So wool.
Wool. Cotton, wool.
Silk and
Silk.
jute. Silk and jute.
Jute. One more I jute.
Pashmina.
Linen.
Linen. Yeah. So linen is one of the costliest material. If you are going for getting a linen fabric, no, it will be costing around not less than 3,000 rupees. Other fibers, I worked on some unconventional fibers like. Have you ever tried this? Pineapple.
Yes.
Pineapple. Pineapple leaves are there. Have you ever seen the pineapple leaves?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How it looks? It's a long fibers. The fibers of the plant, not on the fruit. There are small. This one, yeah, this long fibers. I extracted the fibers from that, and we made some garments. If possible, I will show you a video as well. Some fibers from natural, the water has, like that many fibers. Okay. So I have research publications. You don't know, I don't. You know what research publications? You know. So what is that?
What you published from a
Maybe
journal or something?
international or national,
Yeah.
in some journal you have published something.
Brother,
So all
you
are-
research in the
Research paper.
Yeah, all are these 51 are from international, not from India. I edited 6 books. Chair books. Books in the sense different subjects, like I have a recent book on wool and wool composites. Then some other books on historical textiles. I have a couple of volumes. All are with Elsevier and Springer, not Springer, Wiley. Book chapters, 18 book chapters. Technical articles, 50, more than 50 I think. Google citation, you know what is Google citations? Yeah. Google citation. Citation means, sometimes I will go out of this one, I think it's okay.
How many times your papers have been cited by others?
Yes, yes. When your work is cited by or referred by some other researchers, you will get 1 citation. So 1300 means?
You have been cited this time.
Yes, this much time, my work has been cited. So this is meant by citation. H index and I index, I think difficult for you to understand. It's okay fine. So this is my academic background. I secured my BSc in 2006 with the University second rank. MSc in textile chemistry again second rank. Those who are studying well, you got the first rank, and I got the second. And that's first rank. For the last, I think, 11 years, scientist. Consultancy project. Industrial consultancy projects.
Some industry will
Fund university
Yeah.
provide you some
Yes.
assignment.
And you will-
Sometimes
you will also
some
develop
industries will fund you specific issue, or they would like to develop some product for the product development or problem sorting. If this one assignment or not. So that's the thing. And ICR Institute Project 7 student guidelines. So I am an editorial board member of many journals. I have completed SCS.
Like movement,
Pardon? I am getting a review invitation from to check the quality of. I know you know what is peer reviewing. Peer reviewing is required. Why your paper, research paper should be reviewed. Say for example, or many of your teachers and students tell me why you teachers are evaluating your papers. For you people.
And if there is any plagiarism in that.
No. Plagiarism is something that I will say it's a different thing. Simple words I will tell you. You are writing an examination and your paper will be evaluated by your teacher, right? So why it should be there?
Because he is the subject.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Now to judge you, that is one thing. Suppose I am writing a paper, this one examination, and for me it is 100% correct. Okay, I believe that I done 100% correct. But when a teacher is evaluating, maybe I will get 80 or 85. For me it is 100%. But for teachers, teachers will be expert. So for them it will be only 80%. Some teacher will give you 50% only. Right? So peer evaluation is such a process where you will be evaluated or your paper will be evaluated by some subject experts. Okay. So if you are an expert, similar to that, I mean, if you are expert in a particular field, you will get invitation from journals to review other papers, research papers. Similarly, when I am communicating my papers, that will be judged by or evaluated by some other technical experts. Okay. So I am getting invitation from some journals. This is little bit old data. Anyway, you know any of the journals are familiar to you? Taylor Francis, they are not journals. They are publishing companies. Journals are this planar production, nano. These are. I mean, have you ever published any research paper in this?
Journal of Natural Papers.
Yes, I know.
I have
Okay. Any other journals?
Elsevier also.
You published in which journal?
I have some Elsevier also, Springer also, Taylor and Francis also, Windy also.
But not in this journal.
No.
They are
But I know it's your discipline is different. Accordingly, you will publish in different ones. What's the impact factor?
Which one, sir?
I mean, highest impact factor which you published.
Around 12.
12 NAS impact factor or?
NAS is somewhere 18.
Yes, that's great. 12 is very extremely good. So this is the thing. So we have in ICAR we have 3 fiber institutes. ICAR is a research organization which is dealing with the agriculture. Actually, I am not from agriculture. So 3 institutes specifically in Infant Kolkata. I worked in Infant Kolkata. Previously, I was there in Kolkata 3 years. Sirkot Mumbai and CSWR Avikaner. The first 2 institutes are specifically for natural fibers, and the last one it's a Veterinary Institute. Wool is a division. Okay, so I'm working on TMTC division, textile manufacturing and textile chemistry. So this is a classification. You know, synthetic fibers. These are some of the examples for synthetic fibers. Polyester, nylon, viscose. This. So you know difference between natural fiber and synthetic fibers. So do you think which is the superior fiber? I mean, I will say natural fiber, or if I am giving a fabric made up of cotton and a polyester, which one you will prefer?
Cotton.
Cotton? Sure.
Cotton. Natural fibers.
If you people are preferring cotton, why we should produce polyester fabric? Somebody was asking something.
I'm saying something.
I think cotton has its own advantages. Polyester might be having certain other advantages. If we combine or if we can blend them, we can improve those qualities. So
Yes.
we cannot say one is highest
We
and
cannot
other
say
one is
like
the
that,
lowest.
right? So what you are wearing in winter?
Wool.
This is
mostly wool.
maybe wool, polyester. So if cotton is 100% cotton, if you fill all the criteria, no need for other fibers, right? So cotton is preferably wear in summer, wool in winter. So what's the difference? Why we should go for cotton in summer?
So thermal properties.
Thermal properties.
Insulation.
The
Okay, fine.
breathability of the fabric. Breathability of
Breathability, okay. And silk? Silk, why you prefer silk?
Aesthetic value, shine.
Aesthetic value, shine. Shine, we will say,
Richness.
what is the technical word for?
Luster.
Luster. Right. So each fiber is having its own characteristics and properties. According to our requirement, we prefer, okay? Okay, and one question, suppose we are getting fire in fabric, okay? So suppose I am keeping a cotton fabric here, I just am getting ignited. So it will burn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am keeping a polyester and I am burning. So what will happen? Both will burn?
Yes, sir.
I am keeping a Pashmina here, cotton, polyester, Pashmina. I am going to burn all. So what will happen? All will burn?
All will bend. It's correct. But if you are usually seeing, what would be the difference?
It will burn fast.
So, point.
What does it support?
Polyester will melt. Okay. Pashmina.
Ashes.
Pashmina will be ash in ash.
Ash. Cotton.
Cotton will be also in ash.
So burning smell be
Different. Okay. So each one will bend in different. So that means why it is so? I mean, the cotton is having a different smell, different burning character. Pashmina or wool, it is having different character, and your polyester is having different melting character. Why?
So wool is made up of
Based on the composition.
Keratin, chemical composition.
and cotton is made of cellulose.
Cellulose. Cotton is from cellulose. Your pashmina is from
Keratin.
keratin or protein. It is different, and your polyester is from.
Petroleum based is
It's yes, petroleum based products. It's a polymer basically. Synthetic polymer I will say. So the chemical composition is
Different.
according to the chemical composition. Your dyeing properties will differ. Right? It will be different for different fibers. Have you ever worked on dyeing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So fashion students dyeing? No. So dyeing is a process of giving color. Okay. Now, can you tell me the difference between dyeing and staining? Staining, it happened. Suppose if you are having a, we will say tea stain. चाय का कप शर्ट में गिर जाता है वो stain हो जाएगा. You will say stain, not dyeing. It is also giving color, right?
Desired and undesired color.
That is uniformity. Dye needs to be uniformly. So we will do, madam, one thing. We will take a cup of tea. We will put your fabric. Uniformly it will stain.
Desired and undesired, sir.
No.
Desired or
Accidental and deliberate.
No.
In dyeing, we are choosing the chemicals.
Dye will retain, while a stain will not retain.
Yeah, that is he is correct. I mean, dye is retained from the fabric. Stain we can remove.
Get washed out.
Yes. So do you think dyes cannot be washed out even if you are? Huh? It can be.
Number of
washes. Okay. So there is a small difference between dyeing and staining, right? So dyeing, what we are similarly saying, it is intentionally we are giving color, and staining accidentally it is happening. Now, can we use a stain as a dye?
Yes, can be.
Can be.
By using some chemicals like that can retain.
Yes, it can be. Okay. But the thing is that that depends upon the ability of the stain or the material to have chemical interaction with your fabric. Okay. अगर हम दोनों के बीच में bond अच्छा है तो क्या होता है, टूटना मुश्किल होता है. It's very difficult to break. If the bond is having less strength, you can break easily. है ना? So that depends upon the strength. So dyeing is a process in which we are giving color by different methods, and it should be strong enough so that it will not wash off during washing. तो washing में क्या use करते हैं हम लोग? Soap use करते हैं.
Yes.
Then पानी, acid.
Detergent. Use soap and detergent normally.
Okay.
Acid, sir?
Acids नहीं. Acid washing में use नहीं. Okay. Now, different types of natural fibers are having different types of dyes. Different class of dyes. Okay. So I'm going very basic. I don't know. It's a different it's not heterogeneous group, and maybe you are not familiar with the dyeing. So when I am giving a class on dyeing fastness, I have to start from base. Okay. I will try to keep as simple as possible, as much I can. So if you are not able to understand something, you can stop me and ask. No problem. So dyeing is a process, you understand?
Yes.
So there are different classes of dyes according to the fibers. Okay. So the classes of dyes which we are, say for example, Pashmina belongs to
protein fibers.
cotton belongs to
Cellulose.
cellulose fibers, and polyester belongs to polymer.
Polymer.
Okay. So the dye which is using for pashmina cannot be using for polyester.
No, maybe.
Okay, and the dye which is using for your polyester cannot be using for cotton. Okay. Now there is a difference between dye and pigment. It's very important. You must understand. Both are giving color, right? So for example, this one, we'll say you can dye. What is a pigment? Pigment. You don't know. You ever heard about the term pigment?
Yeah.
Pigment?
Natural carving substance created by cells.
Not necessarily that all the pigments should be from natural sources. Synthetic pigments. Okay. Simply, it's okay. Don't break your head. Dyes are able to make chemical bond with the natural fiber or synthetic fiber. Pigments cannot do. Very simple. Pigments are chemically inactive.
Inert.
They cannot make chemical bond. Dyes can make. This is the difference between. But the purpose is same. Both the things are giving color. Okay. Now, suppose we would like to give color to cotton. Okay. Which class of dyes we will prefer? There are different classes of dyes. In cotton we will say direct dyes, reactive dyes,
sulfur maybe,
sulfur dyes,
wet dye maybe.
wet dyes. You are expert.
Yellow dye expert.
Oh, that's why. Getting more questions from that side. Okay, so these are the class of dyes which what we are using for
Cotton.
color to the cotton. Okay, so can you tell me why different class of dyes is for a particular type of cotton itself? Say for a cotton we are dealing with the five or six different classes. Why 5 different classes are required? Why can't one class?
Because different dyes make different chemical bonds with fiber and have different abilities of like fastness properties may be different.
Right, exactly. Almost you reached. Why different classes of dyes are mixing? Because the same cotton may be used for different type of purposes, right? Cotton fabric can be used for your apparels. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Okay, if you are not able to understand, you can tell me. The same cotton can be used for your curtains. Okay, so and maybe your sofa cover. Then your carpets. Suppose you are making a, you can also dye with the wool fiber with cotton dyes. That is reactive, can be used, no problem. Now, the end product is important. While choosing a dye, what is the end product of the material? Say for example, garments. Garments, you need a specific, you are having, if you work on industry, I work on industry and also on quality insurance or quality assurance, we'll say. The selection of the dye depends upon the end use, and we will say the simple example I am giving you. If you are dyeing a cotton fabric for your apparels, and if you are dyeing a cotton fabric for your this one, sunshade, I mean these curtains. What could be the difference? I am not expecting the questions from answer from both of you, but you people can say. Simple common sense you use. I am going to dye a fabric, cotton dye. I am dyeing two fabrics. One I am going for your shirting, second one is for curtains. So what is the desired properties for this one, your curtain? It should have some properties.
More fastness because it's subjected to kind of harsh environment as compared to sugar.
Resistant to light path.
Okay, it should be resistant to sunlight, because you are exposing this one to sunlight. And our case, resistance for washing. So that's the basic thing. So according to your requirement, I mean the end product, you should select the dye. All the dye will have different properties. So for example, wet dyes is having very high washing fastness. Reactive dyes is having much high pickup, giving bright colors. Then your sulfur dyes also having very high washing fastness, and especially sulfur dyes are using only when you need black color, intense black or brown color, and it is having a very high interaction and not, I will say, bonding with the natural fiber. So, and that doesn't mean the dye is having highest interaction with the cotton or the wool. That doesn't mean it may fade while we are exposing to light. It is a different property because you are giving bonding between your fiber and the dye is ensuring washing fastness. While washing, it will not strip off. That only. But doesn't mean you will get if you are having a dye having highest we'll say you are choosing a dye which is having very high intense chemical reaction with the fiber and it is adhering the fiber very much, but that doesn't mean you will have high washing rubbing fastness or light fastness. So according to your requirement you have to select. Okay, so Pashmina, it's a peculiar product. You can tell me which dye you prefer. Okay, before that I will go to that one. I am telling cotton. Second one is polyester. Polyester we can dye with dispersed dye. Dispersed dye. I will say it's not a dye, it's a pigment. It's a pigment because polyester cannot dye with any other class of dyes except dispersed. Okay. And polyester is having a particular property. I mean, all the dyes, generally natural materials are dyed in below 100 or 100 degrees Celsius. Polyester we have to go for
200, 180.
180, 200, almost 200. So have you ever visited polyester dyeing unit? No. When I joined this work, I worked in polyester dyeing as well. So the temperature of the unit, no, suppose if you are just going inside the this one, I mean the unit, and you are coming back, you will sweat like anything. Because just imagine a machine which is working on 200 degrees Celsius or 180 degrees Celsius. So too much heat is generated. Okay, it's very, and it is a time consuming work. It's very difficult to dye the polyester. And polyester cotton. So if you are having a polyester cotton fabric, so what will, or your Pashmina and polyester blended yarn. So how will dye?
150 degrees.
Okay. Pashmina is having different class of dye. Which dye will prefer for Pashmina?
Generally we do acid dye.
Acid dyes. Then?
Maybe metal complex.
Metal complex. So metal complex and acid dyes are preferred for Pashmina, wool and silk because they are the which type of fibers?
Protein fibers.
Protein fibers. Okay. Now, if you are having a fabric made up of Pashmina and polyester, so how you will decide the dye? Pashmina, what is the dye?
Acid.
Acid dye. Polyester?
Dispersed.
Dispersed. So they are different. Now we'll have issue. The dye what we are using for polyester cannot dye Pashmina. The color which is giving color to the dye which is giving color to the Pashmina cannot dye polyester.
So we can do yarn dyeing.
Yarn same?
Yarn or fiber dyeing can be done before making the actual fabric, so that we can dye both the properties differently.
Difference in shade. Shade
Okay.
difference आएगी.
Shade difference आ सकता है. तो क्या करेंगे?
Mix the both dyes, blend.
Okay. Suppose if it is a cotton PC, you know PC, it's a cotton polyester, it's a very well established or wool blended, that is Raymond's. Raymond's is producing wool and polyester. Wool polyester is a suiting fabric. How they are doing that? समझ में आता है?
Sir, what I had seen there, they are dyeing polyester separately and then wool separate. Then they blend the during gilling.
There are 2-3 options I am telling.
That I have seen there.
Okay, there are 2-3 options I am telling. First one, you take the fiber, Pashmina fiber separately, dye it, polyester fiber separately, you dye it. So you don't have any issue. Pashmina can be dyed with your acid dyes, polyester with the dispersed dye. Take the fiber both, mix it, then you spin it in the form of yarn. So there won't be an issue. Suppose if I am giving a fabric, okay, white color fabric, undyed fabric made up of Pashmina and polyester. I am giving to you and I am giving 2 dyes. Okay? So what you will do?
तो हम बहुत टाइम करते हैं इसमें जनरली
तो कैसे करेंगे?
मतलब HTHP में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे
HTHP means high temperature high pressure. Okay.
तो वहाँ पे सिंपली एक फाइबर की पहले मतलब जैसे हमें डिस्पर्स करनी है तो डिस्पर्स करेंगे उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डाई करेंगे.
Okay, almost you are right. So, okay, what you are saying is correct. हम पहले क्या करेंगे? कपड़ा, white color कपड़ा we are having. Okay, we will put the dye. Which dye has to be done first? हमारे पास 2 है. एक acid dye है, एक dispersed dye है. हमको मतलब acid dye is meant for Pashmina and dispersed dye for polyester. किसको फर्स्ट डाई करना है? पोलिस्टर को डाई करना है या पश्मीना डाई करेंगे? You decide. पोलिस्टर डाई करेंगे. फर्स्ट पोलिस्टर डाई करेंगे फिर पश्मीना डाई करेंगे. अगर हम उल्टा करेंगे तो क्या होगा?
पॉलिस्टर क्या हो
क्या करेंगे? मैंने आपको हिंट दिया है इसका पहले
200 डिग्री पे करना सकते हैं 200 डिग्री पे करना पड़ता है.
हाँ तो what will happen?
उससे तो पश्मीना
हाँ करेक्ट
पश्मीना बच जाएगा.
हाँ that's one of the reason. Okay.
पॉलिस्टर की जगह पश्मीना बच जाएगा.
हाँ तो क्या होगा? It's almost correct. What will happen? Suppose if you are having a blended fabric, cotton, wool, cotton polyester or Pashmina polyester. So what will happen? Initially we should dye polyester, right? Polyester we will dye, then Pashmina, right? Suppose if we are doing Pashmina then polyester, what will happen? That is because Pashmina is dyeing at what temperature? Pashmina 100 degree, 90. You can maximum 400. And polyester 200 डिग्री में आपका पश्मीना खत्म हो जाएगा, आपका डाई भी खत्म हो जाएगा. पश्मीना भी कुछ नहीं रहेगा, पोलिस्टर ही बचेगा. समझ गए? So initially we should dye polyester. We will check the color first. कलर हमको जो ब्लैक चाहिए तो ब्लैक हम चेक करेंगे. उसके बाद पश्मीना डाई करेंगे. अगर उल्टा किया खत्म बात. ठीक है, हमेशा ध्यान रखना when you are dyeing, I mean इसमें टेम्परेचर का रोल होता है. okay. पोलिस्टर और कॉटन में क्या करेंगे? इनिशियली we will dye polyester, then cotton is dyeing at 100 degree, polyester is 200 degree. If you are doing ulta, cotton dye, you know, after fixing 100 degree में जो कलर फिक्स किया है वो पूरा निकल जाएगा 200 डिग्री में, कोई मतलब नहीं. So that is why initially the high temperature dye should be dyed, then the low temperature, otherwise it will be stripped off. Okay, so this is the basics of dyeing. Hope you understand. Yeah. Fastness, different type of fastness are there. So tell me what type of fastnesses you know. हम क्या क्या fastness को टेस्ट करना है garments में? Color,
rubbing, washing, light,
perspiration. Okay, almost done. But there is one thing you must understand. ये जो टेस्ट आपने बताया, you should applicable for all type of fabrics. Different type of fastness testing. What you told me, Is it applicable to all type of fabrics?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah, as per the use.
As per your use. Say for example, जो गारमेंट में जैसा शर्ट है, ओके, शर्ट में कौन सा ये हम चेक करेंगे? What type of washing?
Rubbing.
Light, maybe.
Light.
Perspiration.
Maybe
Perspiration. One more. Use your brain.
Charging and sir. What type of washing?
Rarely we used to do.
Ironing.
Huh?
Ironing.
Ironing करने के टाइम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. I'm coming to that. Pilling. Yes. Perspiration. One more.
Odor?
Odor. No.
So you are talking about fastness.
Fastness.
Fastness में तो 4 ही है ना.
और भी है.
और कौन सा है? I don't have that knowledge.
एक और अगर हम शर्ट में ये मेरा शर्ट ब्लू कलर है, ओके, तो इसमें चाय गिर गया, स्टेन, ओके, तो क्या करेंगे? इसको क्या करना है? मेरे को स्टेन निकालना है, तो व्हाट विल डू? ब्लीचिंग और ड्राई क्लीनिंग. So the dye should be having enough fastness to dry cleaning as well, okay? And suppose I am dyeing this curtain, okay? It should have essentially one property. What? Light fastness. Not necessary that it should have washing fastness or perspiration. Why it should have a perspiration fastness?
Because it is not exposed to salt.
Yes. Also, we are not washing this one every day or every month. Once in a year we used to wash. So washing fastness may be poor, but light fastness should be there. Okay. So these are the fastness properties of textiles. If you would like to note down, you can.
Can you share? Sir, we will share. No.
Sure.
We will share.
You are feeling sleepy?
No, sir. अभी चाय आ जाएगी सर.
After having breakfast. अच्छा? No, I mean, if the class is getting bored, no, people will sleep. तो इसलिए मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ. I used to ask questions because you will be alert. Okay. I don't know whether interaction class will be good or one way. I used to keep it. I mean, that's why they say I don't know how much good my class. In fact, I used to ask questions so that you will be alert, and I also will get some knowledge from you people. Right? So this is the things. Okay, washing was just I will quick. Washing was we discussed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not fully. Second, rubbing.
Yes.
Where we need rubbing fastness?
Near the armpit.
Okay, here. Cuff.
Cuff.
Collars. Okay, here. Washing is common. You know, light. Anyway, daily we are exposing our garments with this one.
Yes.
After that, where more light is exposing, when these more light is exposing, in which context it is there? When the fabric is more prone to sunlight. No. Where, in which location? Which context? While we are drying the fabric, we will keep it in sunlight. Okay. So where you need sunlight fastness. Dry cleaning, perspiration. What is mean by fastness to water?
Absorption.
No, simply you take the cut a fabric piece. Okay. I'll give a practical also because we don't have something, but I will try to do so. There's a fabric piece. Okay. So I am keeping in water for 1 day or 2 days. Sometimes it happen. Okay. Suppose आपने क्या किया मतलब you kept your material मतलब dress in detergent in a बाल्टी में डाल दिया, okay? 2 दिन ऐसे छोड़ के भूल गया हम, होता है ना, सब भूल जाता है ना हम, तो आपने मतलब maybe you went for a vacation after 5 days gap so it may happen, okay? Ozone, it's external atmosphere. Chlorinated pool water, where it is coming? Yes. Dye transfer in storage, what is that?
Stores different dyes.
This happened जब मेरा एक इसके साथ मैं ये कपड़ा अराउंड 6-7 महीने पहले ये कपड़ा लिया था, साथ में एक और कपड़ा, दोनों शर्ट बनाया।
व्हाइट में ज्यादा हो जाएगा, ब्लैक व्हाइट के ऊपर।
हाँ नो आई एम टेलिंग दैट, 2 कपड़ा लिया, एक कपड़ा मैंने सोचा ऐसे ही डिफरेंट कलर, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट ब्लू कलर, 2 शर्ट बनाया, एक शर्ट मैंने सोचा बढ़िया है तो ये शर्ट मैंने कभी कुछ अच्छा ओकेशन में जैसे कोई पार्टी वेयर में जाएंगे तो यूज़ करेंगे, ये तो मैंने ले लिया, वो कपड़ा शर्ट बना के मैंने अलमारी में रख दिया, ओके? आफ्टर 6 मंथ आई नेवर यूज, 6 महीने के बाद ये कॉलर है ना, ये पोर्शन कलर पूरा फेड, आई नेवर यूज दैट, आई जस्ट केप्ट इनसाइड माय दिस वन ब्रीफकेस, आफ्टर 6 months what I opened that one, this portion got faded the color, I didn't expose to sunlight, just totally in my briefcase, I didn't detergent wash, no perspiration, no light, no dry cleaning, nothing. So this is, I mean, only one time it has happened to my life. This is the dry transfer in storage. I mean, the color got faded, just kept it in my this one. Okay. Fastest.
What could be the reason?
Tell me what could be the reason?
Moisture.
There are different factors. Okay, tell me.
Yeah. But moisture was not for that portion only. Moisture was for all the
yes.
All the fabric.
No dye quality.
Dye transfer between 2 clothes.
That is also possible. That is not a single reason. That may be different, multiple reasons. Maybe I kept in a different place, in a different climate. It may not happen. Or maybe I am keeping this particular fabric with some other fabric. It may not happen. So there are maybe different reasons, but not a single reason. Okay. Now, fastness to sublimation or dry heat. Where it is supplied? Iron करने के time में. Okay. So why this type of issues? Why it is coming? What is the basic reason? Color क्यों fade होता है?
Quality of the fabric, quality of the dye, and
bonding, quality. There are multiple reasons. It's not one reason. First क्या होता है? Issue with the dye. अगर आपका dye सही नहीं है, खत्म. Second one, issue with the fabric. Third one, surroundings. Techniques. जो भी हो, जैसे washing का तरीका, surroundings, और से washing में issue होता है, rubbing का issue अलग है. This light, exposed to sunlight, perspiration. तो ये different issues, different type of dyes are having different fastness properties that depends upon your fabric, dye, and your conditions. Okay. Now. Okay. I am not telling everything in this one. I have a limited time. So important properties: washing, rubbing, light, and dry cleaning. Which are applicable to Pashmina?
Washing.
आप Pashmina wash करें वो? Pashmina, you people can say Pashmina dyeing के बाद आप मतलब शॉर्ट बनाते हो. I mean somebody is working on Pashmina. आप Pashmina में काम करते हो. आप dye के बाद क्या करेंगे उसको? मान लो आप मैं आपसे एक Pashmina शॉल मंगवाया. ओके? तो मेरे को पता नहीं वॉश करना है कि नहीं. तो आप ऐसे सेलर और दुकानदार आप बोलेंगे ये इसको वॉश करना है या इसको नहीं वॉश करना है, इसको ड्राई क्लीनिंग में जाना है,
हॉट वाटर में पहले नहीं धोना है,
नहीं करना है। ओके,
और
आप
अगर फोल्ड करेंगे फिर पॉलिथीन में रखना है,
रखना है, ठीक है,
एक्सपोर्ट टू डस्ट नहीं रखना है।
रखना है। तो आपने ऐसे दुकानदार, जैसे मान लो मैं आम आदमी हूँ, आम आदमी के पास आप माल बिकेंगे तो आपने उसको बताएंगे ये मत करना, कपड़ा खराब हो जाएगा, ऐसे बोलेंगे ना, आप क्या बोलेंगे? मैं आपसे आपके पास खुद का दुकान है क्या? मैं आपके पास आके आपसे एक ले लेंगे, एक कपड़ा पश्मीना का शर्ट, तो आप मेरे को कुछ एडवाइस दे देंगे, क्या क्या दे देंगे मेरे को?
मैं आपको सबसे पहले ये कहूँगी कि जब से आप मेरे से शर्ट खरीदेंगे तो मैं उसको कहूँगी कि जब अगर पहनेंगे तो ठीक है, अगर नहीं पहने तो फिर तो वो फालतू में रख देंगे। अगर धोने के समय आपको धोना है तो बकेट में डालना है, गर्म पानी नहीं डालना है, पहले
गर्म पानी नहीं डालना है फर्स्ट।
हाँ,
ओके,
उसमें तो वॉश करना है,
हाँ,
लेकिन उसको बढ़ाना नहीं है,
हैंड वॉश
करना है। डिटर्जेंट यूज कर सकते हैं
सिंपल में,
सिंपल डिटर्जेंट, हल्का सा
पाउडर, हाँ,
हाँ,
डाल के ऊपर डालती है तो फिर तो
और धूप में डालने में कुछ दिक्कत नहीं,
कोई दिक्कत
नहीं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अगर हमने पश्मीना वो टाइम जो अंधेरे में रख दिया या ब्रीफकेस में रख दिया, कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है?
नहीं,
कीड़ा आ जाएगा?
कीड़ा तो आ जाएगी, इसमें तो दवाई रखनी पड़ती है,
दवाई
रखनी पड़ती है। अगर उसमें हो जाएंगे या हम मिर्च तो रखते हैं,
हाँ,
जो मिर्च है ना घर एक साइड में रहेगा, अगर दवाई की रखेंगे उसको नहीं रखनी, साइड में रखेंगे, वो भी उसको पॉलिथीन में रखेंगे।
अगर आप इसको एक्सपोज करेंगे हीटर, रूम हीटर, तो फेड हो सकता है।
हो सकता है। तो जैसे आपने एक मेरे को कुछ आदेश दिया, ये करना है, ये मत करना है, ओके, लाइक दैट इफ यू आर परचेसिंग एनी ब्रांडेड फैब्रिक, यू माइट हैव ऑब्जर्व, ये ब्रांडेड शर्ट नहीं है, अदरवाइज आई विल शो। क्या होता है यहाँ आपने चेक किया, यहाँ टैग होगा, क्या होगा, क्या लिखा होगा उसमें? वॉशिंग इंस्ट्रक्शन, ड्राइंग इंस्ट्रक्शन, व्हाई इट इज रिक्वायर्ड? If you are not following that, what will happen?
The fabric
Material will damage. उसके बाद आप दुकानदार के पास जाके ऐसे आर्ग्यू नहीं कर सकते कि मेरा कपड़ा खराब हो गया, आपने मेरे को गंदा कपड़ा दे दिया। Okay? So this is the fact is now washing fasteners, rubbing fasteners, light fasteners, dry clean, all are not applicable to all kind of fabrics. पश्मीना में जो आपने बताया वही है। पश्मीना में आपको washing fasteners important, rubbing चाहिए, क्योंकि रबी फास्टनेस थोड़ा सा होगा, हम कहाँ पहनेंगे, गला में पहनेंगे तो खींचेंगे, है ना, तो रबिंग इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट। लाइट फास्टनेस ऑब्वियसली इट इज रिक्वायर्ड, ओके, ड्राई क्लीनिंग चाहिए, तो पश्मीना में ये सब चाहिए, ओके। और अगर नॉर्मल कॉटन है तो इसके साथ एक और चाहिए, एक और दो, क्या बोल सकते हैं इसके साथ में, क्या ऐड कर सकते हैं? वूल में आप बताइए।
वूल में यही है, वूल में तो गर्म पानी नहीं डाल सकते, उसमें भी बकेट में ठंडा पानी नहीं, गर्म पानी होनी चाहिए, और उसमें सर्फ डाल के, लेकिन उसको किसी तार पर नहीं बिछा सकते, उसको प्लेन में कपड़े पर।
अगर मैं वूल फैब्रिक या पश्मीना फैब्रिक को गर्म पानी में सोप डाल के वॉश किया तो क्या होगा? What will happen?
बहुत कलर निकलेगा।
कलर निकलेगा। अगर मैं बिना कलर वाला मतलब व्हाइट कलर डाल दिया, श्रिंक होगा। There is a technical term for that.
श्रिंक नहीं होगा ना उसमें। It's not possible.
हाँ।
निकलते हैं ऊपर से।
निकल जाएगा। उसमें एक टेक्निकल टर्म that is known as felting. Felting is a process that is unique, that you must understand. Felting is unique for
और खुल जाता है ज़्यादा, सबसे ज़्यादा खुल जाता है।
ये यूनिक फॉर पश्मीना एंड वूल। Even though your silk fiber is also protein fiber, that doesn't have a property of felting. Felting is applicable only for
mostly to wool because of crimps.
Yes. Not crimps.
Crimps are
क्यों? Why felting होता है? Felting पता है आपने? आपने देखा नहीं होगा felting. Your material. This is woolen. Yes, this is a felted material.
No sir, this is
This is a felted material. ये जो effect होता है ना, this is felting is sometimes it is essential, sometimes it is not required. ये felting finish किया है, इसलिए ये कपड़ा, इसमें आपको जैसे मेरा नॉर्मल कपड़ा में आप देखेंगे ना, आपको जो धागा दिखेगा, इसमें धागा नहीं है, बिकॉज वी आर गिविंग मिलिंग इज अ प्रोसेस, वी आर इंटेंशनली गिविंग टू वुडन्स टू गिव फेल्टिंग, इंटेंशनल फेल्टिंग। लेकिन पश्मीना में वो नहीं चाहिए। पश्मीना में अगर आप गारमेंट में गर्म करके पानी डाल के फेल्टिंग करेंगे, कपड़ा खराब हो जाएगा। इसमें हम इंटेंशनली देता है ताकि इसका जो कॉम्पैक्टेबिलिटी बढ़ेगा, हाई थर्मल इन्सुलेशन दे देगा। So for that we are intentionally giving milling process so that we are inducing felting, intentional inducement of felting process to woolens. This is sometimes it is not required. जैसे हमारा पश्मीना में ये नहीं चाहिए, हमको नहीं करना है। इस पर इसलिए करता है कि इसमें हमारा थर्मल इन्सुलेशन बढ़ेगा। वुलन कपड़ा होता है ना, जो थिक कपड़ा, उसमें करता है। जो हमारा ब्लैंकेट है, हमारा इंस्टीट्यूट में इफ यू हैव एनी चांस यू कैन सी ब्लैंकेट बनाता है, उसके बाद वीविंग यू नो द प्रोसेस वीविंग, उसके बाद हम मिलिंग करता है, मिलिंग करके ये कपड़े को कॉम्पैक्ट करता है। उसके टाइम में श्रिंकेज होता है, बट इट विल बी मच मोर थर्मल इंसुलेटिव, सो दैट इज श्रिंकेज। ओके, some additional information in this. Now washing process, there are two things. First one is color change and color staining. What is mean by color change?
Color change मतलब फेड होना, कम होना।
Okay.
Staining मतलब दूसरे पे।
Okay, simple. Okay, I will give a sample. I have this is a pashmina dyed material and its fastness. I will circulate this. ये पास कर दीजिए, ये साथ में रख दीजिए। ये you can just take, but make sure that it is stitched on the same fabric. Okay, दे दीजिए। ओके, ये पश्मीना नहीं है, दिस इज नहीं पश्मीना ये है, ये पश्मीना फेल्ट हो गया। मैंने वॉशिंग का टाइम में ये पश्मीना फैब्रिक है, ये वॉशिंग, ये बिफोर वॉशिंग, दिस इज आफ्टर वॉशिंग। ये स्टेनिंग है, ये मैं आपको बताता हूँ इसमें कैसे क्या किया, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। ओके, इसमें मैंने एक चीज, इसमें दो फैब्रिक है ना, everybody seen that? Okay, you can share, three of you can share one fabric piece. When I am discussing that, you can just refer that. सबके पास है? आप तीनों ये पश्मीना का शेयर करेंगे, तीन। और बैक साइड, got it? पश्मीना। Okay, now this is another fabric, just for your information I am telling. This is camel.
सर प्योर नहीं है, एकदम प्योर नहीं है।
इसमें हमने ये हमने वहाँ बनाया,
प्योर नहीं
है पक्का। Let's see. तो पश्मीना तो क्वालिटी हम भी असेस कर सकते हैं। ये आपका तरीका कैसे है, वो प्योर है कि नहीं, वो कैसे पता चलेगा आपको? हाँ, अगर हम डाई करेंगे इसका स्मेल तो बदल जाएगा। अच्छा, तो हम क्या करते हैं, आप हाथ से स्पिनिंग करते हैं।
प्रैक्टिकली हम देखिए ना कैसे।
हाँ ठीक है, हमारा तरीका अलग है। हमारे पास मशीन स्पिनिंग है, तो आप हैंड स्पिन धागा यूज किया होगा। हमने मशीन स्पिनिंग में नायलॉन मिक्स करके बनाता है, उसके बाद नायलॉन पूरा डिसोल्व करता है, उसके बाद जो आप हैंड स्पिनिंग का पश्मीना और जो नायलॉन डिसोल्व करने के बाद जो पश्मीना है ना, इसका प्रॉपर्टी में थोड़ा सा फर्क हो सकता है, क्योंकि उसका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस अलग है, प्रोसेसिंग प्रोसेस अलग है। लेकिन ये 100% पश्मीना है, लेकिन आपका जो कीमत है ना, आपका हैंडमेड में ज़्यादा मिल जाएगा। ये मशीन मेड है, मैं आपको तरीका
ये मशीन का है,
machine का। Okay, everybody seen that? Okay, now
खुद बना
This is a
ये काम करता हूँ।
dyed fabric. Okay.
या अच्छी
Sir,
काम
time?
आपस में उसमें काम करो शिफ्ट में पास
Okay. I will take 15-20 minutes. Okay. Do you have any other lecture after that?
Today not. This day we go to lab now.
Okay. Now this is a material which I stitched in the back side.
Yeah.
ये क्या है? देखा है?
Cotton.
Cotton?
सिंथेटिक
Synthetic?
Cotton.
अच्छी है बस
आपने सब देखा ये चीज? आपने देखा मैडम? You can just share मतलब मैडम को दिखा दीजिए. This is a material. It is known as multi-fiber strip. It is using for assessment of color staining. Color staining. Color fading के लिए नहीं. तो color fading आप कैसे evaluate करेंगे? Color fading. Color fading कब होता है? Washing. Washing के time में color fade होता है.
Yeah, expose the light.
Okay. So once you are exposed to detergent wash, what will happen? The color may strip off. Why it is stripping? If the dye and your fabric doesn't have much interaction, it will strip off. Okay. Now, bleeding. Color bleed होता है. If it is not fixed properly. This is the reason. Poor fixation. Now this is the multi-fiber strip. If you have not seen before, you can see. I can share this fiber. I mean this one to you.
Sir, is it a latest development?
Hmm?
Is it a latest?
No. If your all fabric, suppose if it is a branded fabric, आपका कपड़ा branded है, ये multi-fiber strip से washing करके वो एनालाइज करके इंडस्ट्री में आई वर्क इन इंडस्ट्री
हमारे को अभी जो पढ़ते हैं ना सर कॉमन नॉलेज नॉर्मली हम तो सैंडविच ही करते हैं उसको कॉटन के
हाँ मैं बताता हूँ व्हाई मल्टी फाइबर इज रिक्वायर्ड आई एम टेलिंग यू ओके नाउ मल्टी फाइबर में इसमें देखो मल्टी फाइबर कंसिस्ट ऑफ सेलुलोज एसिटेट सिल्क कॉटन नायलॉन पॉलिएस्टर एक्रिलिक एंड विस्कोस आप इसमें अब काउंट करके देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 सात है इसमें 7 can you see 7 bands
Yes, sir.
each band is representing this cellulose acetate silk wool nylon polyester acrylic and viscose okay लेकिन इसमें मेरे को दिख के पता नहीं चलेगा कि क्या है पता चलता है क्या नहीं okay now you see जो आपके पास सैंडविच करके कपड़ा है पीछे बैक साइड देखो देयर विल बी सम स्टेनिंग है
Yes, sir.
but not in all bands in certain bands only
yes sir
staining है okay अभी किसके पास है मैडम आपका स्टेनिंग है okay now before going to that I am telling that this is a fabric all the fabric I am telling warp you know warp and weft
yes
warp is linen okay I made it in industry I worked in industry I sent the wool fiber to them they are having their own Egyptian linen they made this warp is linen weft is wool and angora okay wool and angora is both are protein fiber which dye I must use acid dye and white color is the warp so linen is white color I don't use any this one so the color stain is because of what which color might bleach acid dyes okay acid dyes might bleach so acid dyes must stain the fibers am I clear नहीं एक और मैं बताता हूँ इसमें मल्टी फाइबर स्ट्रिप है this type of different classes of fibers are there okay each are having different classes of dyes that has to be dyed जैसे सेलुलोज एसिटेट में पॉलिएस्टर का डाई यूज करता है ओके सिल्क में
वूल टाइप
वूल का एसिड डाइस मेटाकॉम्प्लेक्स डाइस कॉटन में रिएक्टिव जनरली रिएक्टिव नायलॉन
में एसिड डाई
यूज करता है पॉलिएस्टर में ओनली डिस्पेस डाई एक्रिलिक एक्रिलिक पे
बेसिक
डाई यूज कर सकता है, विस्कोस में रिएक्टिव। सो स्टेनिंग, इसमें से कलर निकाल के स्टेनिंग कैसे होता है?
एक कपड़े से
ब्लीड होके दूसरे कपड़े में पकड़ेंगे, ओके?
जिसमें
Where there is an affinity of the dye, there you will have staining. Otherwise, there is no staining. सही?
Yes sir.
तो इसमें से हमको पता चलेगा किसमें स्टेनिंग है, उसके साथ क्यों ये टेस्ट क्यों करता है हम? Why we should do this? Why we should do this?
फैब्रिक्स जो है एक्सपोज होते हैं दूसरे फैब्रिक्स के साथ।
हम मान लो वॉशिंग मशीन में कपड़े डालते हो, उसमें सिल्क का कपड़ा होगा, पॉलिस्टर का होगा, कॉटन का होगा, उनका सब इकट्ठा करके डालते हो, राइट? So there is each and every possibility that the color may bleed from your fabric and it will be stained on another fabric. सही कि नहीं?
Yes.
So have you ever experienced that?
Yes sir.
Okay.
बहुत सारे कपड़े खराब हो गए।
So this is the indication that जैसे मान लो आपका आपको ये सपोज दिस इज वूल, ओके? ये कपड़ा आप वूल के साथ अगर वॉशिंग मशीन में डालेंगे तो क्या होगा? वूल में स्टेन होगा। सपोज दिस इज कॉटन, तो कॉटन में स्टेन नहीं है, लेकिन आपको ये कपड़ा जो नया कपड़ा है दैट कैन बी वॉश्ड अलोंग विथ कॉटन बट नॉट विथ वूल और नॉट विथ सिल्क। So this is giving an inspection or indication that वॉश करने के टाइम में आपको किसके साथ डालना है या नहीं डालना।
By using this quality assurance test, you can at one test for 7 type of fabrics to which
सेम टाइप कैन बी, हाँ सेम टाइप में भी इश्यू होता है सर। हाँ सेम टाइप में इश्यू क्या होता है, आप वूल का और सिल्क का कपड़ा डालेंगे दोनों में स्टेनिंग होगा बिकॉज दे आर यूजिंग सेम डाइस एज इट इज। वूल का और पॉलिस्टर का आप साथ में डालो कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
मैं इसकी बात कर रहा हूँ आपको, जब मैंने मल्टी स्ट्रिप this fabric sandwich with the dyed sample, you will come to know which type
fish type, yes, which is giving staining, okay? और ये देखो, ये दिखा, इसमें स्टेनिंग दिख रहा है, you can see the staining, इसमें स्टेनिंग देखो। तो अगर आप ये कपड़ा साथ में डालेंगे खत्म बात, you will get both the dyed fabric, है ना? So this is the reason. So why it is happening? Because of color is not fixed, okay? This is the reason. If someone would like to have this, Asif sir, मेरे पास 3 कपड़ा है, you can, this can be taken from the market, you will get, okay? अगर आप किसी चाहता है तो मार्केट में मिल जाएगा। This is not made by me. मैं सबको देता हूँ। He will distribute one to you people, okay? One for next. Okay. So this is okay. Now one more thing. आपके पास मैंने So this is for color staining. What is color fading? वो कैसे पता चलेगा? इसमें आपको पता चला color staining.
So we'll expose the fabric dyed fabric to that particular condition. For example,
no, from this is just dyed and worn fabric. This is after washing fastness test. तो ये दोनों साथ में रखो, इसमें से पता चलेगा कलर फेड हुआ कि नहीं।
जो ओरिजिनल फैब्रिक है उसमें कितना कलर निकला, दैट इज फास्टनेस प्रॉपर्टी, फेडिंग।
तो ये दोनों आप कंपेयर करते हैं,
जिसमें गया दैट इज स्टेनिंग।
तो इसमें से आपको पता चलेगा कितना कलर फेड हुआ है, ओके? सो दिस इज कलर स्टेनिंग। तो एक टेस्ट में आपको 2 पता चलेगा, वॉशिंग भी चलेगा, वॉशिंग फास्टनेस भी चलेगा, स्टेनिंग भी चलेगा, ओके? We'll take a break. As keep it in mind, because all this information, how I know? Because I work in industry. Suppose a person coming directly from your academic background, they may not know that. So, इनका क्या होता है? IS standard, ASTM standard और खुद का भी होता है। जैसे मान लो M&S का, मार्क एंड स्पेंसर का खुद का स्टैंडर्ड होता है। define their standards, you have to, suppose you are producing 10,000 meter fabric, you have to analyze according to their this one procedure. जैसे मेरा एक company में suppose when I was in linen industry, so they do have an active customer, international customers, 44 brands. 44 brand को वो supply कर रहा था. Many of them are having different. Some of them are having same. Say for example, ASTM, maybe 10 brands will have ASTM standard. They will say, while you are shipping this material, say suppose you are shipping 10,000 meter of fabric, you do the testing according to ASTM standard. Send me the report. If I am okay with the report, you ship the material. If your report is failed, you have to rectify that. Okay. So that depends. Now this is the protocol. So what we will do? This is the multi-fiber fabric. You can purchase it from market. जैसे आपको चाहिए तो मैं बताता हूँ. और if you want small pieces, ये roll में आता है. 25 मीटर से 50 मीटर का roll में आता है. What do you do? This is the sample in which what you are going to do the test. You stitch it with your धागा stitch करो. Then washing machines के लिए हमारे पास standard detergent होता है. ASTM standard detergent will be different. To put the detergent, steel ball होता है. 10 steel ball we will put it in this steel beaker along with water and detergent solution. 60 degree में 30 minutes करना है. ये जो मशीन है इसमें डिटर्जेंट सॉल्यूशन डालेंगे. स्टील बोर्ड you will close it. You will keep inside this machine. While you can keep 8 beakers inside this. You heat it to 60 degrees Celsius, then it will rotate. Okay. After 60 minutes, you take the material out. You will get the material like this. ऐसे मिल जाएगा. Okay. Now you dry it. Check it. ये चेक करने के लिए हमारे पास एक स्केल होता है. This is known as ग्रे स्केल. ग्रे स्केल देखा आपने?
ये सर दिखा दीजिए आज.
आप दिखाएंगे, आपसे इवैल्यूएशन भी करवाएंगे. I will take another half an hour. Okay. So this is the this one. Now how it will be rated? Rating is done 1 to 5. 1 is for poor, 5 is for excellent. Okay. So this scale is common. We say this scale is common for washing, perspiration, everything except light. Light के लिए अलग standard होता है, but you can assess the color staining, not staining, color difference with this scale. Okay? ये कैसे करता है मैं आपको बताता हूँ. I will show in practical. So 5 means if I am giving a 5 rating, that means excellent. Your color is excellent. Washing fastness मतलब color bleed नहीं होता है. जैसे मान लो इसमें और इसमें क्या डिफरेंस है? तो washing fastness अच्छा किसमें आता है? Which is having highest washing fastness? 5 किसको दे देंगे, 1 किसको दे देंगे? This is having 5. That means there is no bleeding, there is no staining. This is poor. That's why it is getting stained. Okay? Assess करना है तो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ कैसे इसको assess करेंगे. Okay? So this is the protocol. Now rubbing fastness, we are having 2 type of rubbing, dry rub and wet rub. Okay? This is the procedure. What we will do? We will cut a fabric. Okay? Then we will keep it in a machine. और जैसे मान लो just show an example.
सर ये हम ऊपर ही करने के प्रैक्टिकल
है क्या आपके पास? हाँ ठीक है, I will show you. Okay. So this is the, just to know that this is the standard procedure, IS. Okay. IS is a standard procedure for that one. He will show in details. This is light fastness. Light fastness के लिए हम xenon arc lamp use कर सकता है. This is very expensive. You cannot bear the price of this particular machine. I think in textile industry में mostly उनके पास सब कुछ ये होता है टेस्टिंग का फैसिलिटी एक्सेप्ट दिस इज वेरी कॉस्टली वेरी एक्सपेंसिव
But we have this.
you are having this one you are getting good funding that's why you are getting good funding that's why textile industry में they may not have this one except light fastness they do this one this test they are giving to some standard testing laboratories कुछ नाम सुना होगा आपने
यहाँ पे सर एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा थोड़ा सा ये जो we have this blue scale
blue
also
wood standards.
blue rating so but हम तो इसमें ज़्यादातर ग्रे स्केल ही करते हैं
ठीक है आपको तो एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा ब्लू स्केल है ना स्टैंडर्ड है बट वी आर नॉट फॉलोइंग दैट जनरली वी वोंट फॉलो
जो भी रिसर्च पेपर हम पढ़ते हैं उसमें ग्रे स्केल ही होता है
चलेगा
बट ब्लू स्केल we also have blue scale उसको भी आपको दिखा देंगे
ब्लू स्केल में मैं कभी किया नहीं मेरे को जो पता नहीं आई विल टेल यू फ्रैंकली मेरे को पता नहीं
it's like gray
it's grey like I have seen that one but I also didn't practically done on blue scale so I am not in the position
have you come across the research paper where they have gone through this already
yes I will share that paper
I have never seen this
I have seen the paper but generally why because this machine is not available everywhere so that is why blue scale standard is not available that is why not doing everybody is doing this okay I also never did this so if I don't know something मेरे को जो पता नहीं है I will frankly say पता नहीं okay now natural dyes what is mean by natural dyes so have you ever worked on natural dyes
yes so we have worked on that
yes my fashion students turmeric okay onion okay pomegranate walnut flowers there are many flowers
Genda. Marigold.
You marry gold or silver? Okay, so that the fastness of light fastness and yes exactly light fastness and this washing fastness of there are two type of dyes natural and synthetic. These dye I mean this is made from synthetic dyes directly synthetic dyes. Natural dyes we are rarely using. Why? What are the issues?
So availability of natural resource the second is the fastness issue
Fastness properties mainly natural dyes में issue होता है sunlight color bleeding होता है that is different but if you are exposing the natural dyed material to sunlight तो fade होगा why
proper binding
नहीं use your brain
reactivity
use करो common I won't ask much technical questions I know you are not from textile background में आपको थोड़ा सा आपको दिमाग चलाओ क्या कारण हो सकता है UV rays sunlight मतलब ultraviolet होता है UV light when it is exposed your natural dye is exposed to UV light what happened fade out होता है now coming to a little bit chemistry क्यों dye color fade होता है a little bit I am telling you bond breakage a dye essentially consists of two components their first component is known as oxochrome and second one is known as chromophore okay chromophore and oxochrome are the essential components of all the dyes whether it is synthetic or natural whatever it may be chromophore oxochrome is the color chromophore is color giving oxochrome is color intensifying मतलब इसका color आपको boost करेगा okay so there is a close connection between these two okay ये जो bond है उसको UV rays तोड़ेंगे तो suppose if this is a dye okay and if I am breaking these two this is oxochrome and this is chromophore मैं अगर इसको तोड़ देंगे क्या होगा there won't be any color fade होगा that is why the natural dye is having poor resistance to sunlight because the UV rays which is coming from sun is hitting on the oxochrome or I will say dye, commonly I will say dye, it will break the bond between oxochrome and chromophore. इसलिए अगर dye का structure आपने तोड़ दिया तो what will happen? There is no dye. That's why color is getting fade. Okay. So this is the procedure. Not much. Okay. Okay, I told you. मैं एक सिंपल सा तरीका आपको बताता हूँ ये सनलाइट फास्टनेस कैसे, बाकी सब टेस्ट आप लैब में करो आपको 200 300 500 रुपए में हो जाएगा. ओके, सनलाइट का टेस्ट आपको करने के लिए कम से कम 2000 3000 रुपए हो जाएगा. ठीक है, इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. इफ यू आर डूइंग इन अ स्टैंडर्ड प्रोसीजर इन अ टेस्टिंग लैब इसको वेरी कॉस्टली. लेकिन आपको करना है तो क्या करेंगे? आई विल टेल यू सिंपल एग्जांपल. सिंपल है, दिस इज नॉट, आई एम अगेन टेलिंग यू, दिस इज फॉर योर रेफरेंस, नॉट ए स्टैंडर्ड मेथड. सिंपल मेथड आपको जस्ट चेक करना है. तो व्हाट यू डू, दिस इज डायरी फैब्रिक. ओके, दिस इज ए ब्लैक चार्ट पेपर. ओके, तो मैंने ये किया, ऐसे करता हूँ. ओके, इसको मैं फोल्ड करके I will stapler it. एक side exposed, second one is not exposed. I am just exposing in sunlight for maybe you can keep it for 10 days, but not in night. From 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, where you are having maximum sunlight. In which season? Not in this season. Summer. Rainy season में रखेंगे आपको बढ़िया फास्टनेस मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, so that also you have to keep it. Okay. उसके बाद क्या करना है?
ग्रेड करना है.
एक हफ्ते के बाद, मतलब मॉर्निंग टू इवनिंग यू विल कीप टू टेक द मटेरियल, देन रेट इट. तो आपको क्या होगा, यहाँ तो एक्सपोज नहीं है, यहाँ डार्क दिखेगा, यहाँ कलर फेड होगा. देन यू रेट इट विद द ग्रे स्केल. ओके, हाउ टू राइट आई कैन शो यू. ओके, very simple. And again I am telling you, this is for your knowledge, not a standard procedure. Dry cleaning. Dry cleaning में क्या करता है? This is a particular chemical which is using for dry cleaning of your dress. मैडम को बहुत नींद आता है. Okay, my lecture is going very bad. Okay, I won't stretch. I think only 2 slides. So what we'll do, we are having different type of means I only refer the testing which is relevant to Pashmina. जैसे perspiration मैंने refer नहीं किया क्योंकि perspiration आने का chance कम हो सकता है. Pashmina हम गले में डालेंगे, भले हमको ये सर्दी में उतना पसीना नहीं निकलता है इसलिए. So this chemical perchloroethylene is a solvent which is using to assess the perspiration, sorry, dry cleaning fastness. Okay, यही हमारा, अगर हमारा कपड़ा में स्टेन हो गया तो यही केमिकल यूज करके हम निकलता है. जैसे आप ड्राई क्लीनिंग के लिए दे देंगे ना कपड़ा, तो ये यूज करता है. ओके, अगर आपका डाइड मटेरियल, जैसे मेरा स्टेन यहाँ हो गया और मैं ड्राई क्लीनिंग के लिए दिया कपड़ा, अगर ये डाई ये सॉल्वेंट का फास्टनेस नहीं है तो क्या होगा, ये कलर यहाँ फेड होगा. तो दैट यू हैव टू असेस. तो इसके लिए ये केमिकल यूज करता है. ओके, नाउ एज अ प्रोसीजर हाउ टू डू दिस, सेम व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू फॉर वॉशिंग फास्टनेस, सेम इंस्ट्रूमेंट. ओके, 200 ml परक्लोरोएथिलीन ये डालेंगे, डिटर्जेंट सॉल्यूशन इन कंटेनर, ये सब सिंपल. इसमें हम टेम्परेचर नहीं दे देंगे, इट्स ओनली फॉर रूम टेम्परेचर 30 डिग्री 30 minutes. So thank you very much. पता नहीं आप
anybody has any question and queries. I think this was an interactive session and I believe everybody among you actually participate in that discussion. So any specific question if you have, and what's a go Akif? Yeah, Anwar.
Yes, sir.
Anwar, he is our new
dyeing expert.
No, he is not actually. He was today. I told him that आपने हाथ दिखा दिया, आप उंगली दिखा दिया, हम हाथ पकड़ लेंगे. So actually he has recently joined us, our department as board technician.
Good.
तो alhamdulillah he will be a tremendous help to our division.
Great.
तो ये बाकी जो हमारे पश्मीना एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं तो इनके बारे में कोई क्वेश्चन वगैरह रिलेटेड डाई एंड स्टेनिंग का मसला जो है वो
इसमें नेट कनेक्शन
इसमें नेट नहीं है सर।
नहीं है।
तो we'll move straight towards the lab. कि हमारे पास आज सीकू साहब आए हैं तो he has shown he has ना इसने expertise. I was not knowing that he has such a huge industrial experience. तो one question sir regarding this industrial you have industrial background also. जब भी कोई वहाँ पे R&D होता है तो R&D के
ना इंडस्ट्री में मैंने प्रोडक्शन देयर आर टू टाइप ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज मेनली R&D एंड प्रोडक्शन मैं सब प्रोडक्शन में
what is happening in R&D?
R&D
For example, you are talking about dyeing the fabric they have prepared and it will be put to some quality assurance tests.
Yes, suppose if you are working in R&D में mainly दो टाइप का होता है, एक है फैब्रिक का, एक है डाई का. डाई R&D is more advanced. Okay, डाई R&D में mainly ये होता है कि there are two things. First thing, डाई R&D क्यों होता है बताओ? Why we do R&D in dyes?
So that once we will put that product in the market, it should not have some fastness properties or staining issues.
Yes, that is one.
And then second is that market trend.
Trend?
Yes sir.
Okay, any other this one? Cost? Yes.
Environmental impact.
Environmental impact, yes. Or okay, simple I am telling you example. अगर हम कपड़ा कॉटन का कपड़ा डाई करेंगे, okay? Now if you are putting 100 gram of dyes, you will get 60 to 65 gram of dye pickup. मतलब 65 gram आपका कपड़े में पकड़ेगा, बाकी 35 gram पानी में रहेगा. That you are disposing to environment. तो क्या होगा? Can you drink this water? तो आपको यहाँ क्या R&D चाहिए मेरे को?
Reuse, recycle.
No. What R&D? You just imagine.
Decompose in the environment.
Maximum exhaustion.
डाई एक्सपोजर मेरे को बढ़ाना है, okay? So डाई एक्सपोजर बढ़ाने के लिए मेरे को ऐसे काम करना पड़ेगा कि ये दोनों का बॉन्ड और स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए. पिकअप ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा. जैसे मान लो 60% है. जैसे आप मानेंगे आप तो लैब में डाई किया 1 ग्राम और 2 ग्राम और 5 ग्राम में डाई करते हो. Suppose you are going for industry, there is a department known as color kitchen. Color kitchen देखो होगा? नहीं. देखा होगा. It's a very huge this one room in which you will get at least 20 or 30 dyes in 50 kilo का डब्बा में होता है. Okay? So they are dealing with a huge amount of dyes. आप वहाँ 35 मतलब 65% exhaustion को 67% करेंगे. 2% exhaustion you are increasing. That is making tremendous effect. आपका उतना पैसा बच जाएगा. रिसाइकलिंग मतलब अभी एनवायरमेंटल पॉलिसी इतना ज़्यादा हो गया. मतलब there are issues in this one disposing. रिसाइकलिंग आपका फर्स्ट तो आपका डाई का कॉस्ट बच जाएगा. सेकंड वन वाटर कंजप्शन. थर्ड वन रिसाइकलिंग पॉलिसीज because this water they have to again reuse. जितना लोड ETP में ETP means effluent treatment में जितना पानी कम जाएंगे उतना उसका प्रॉफिट है. तो डाई एक्सपोजर आप 65 से 67 करेंगे या 1% करेंगे उसको उतना फर्क पड़ जाएगा. So that is why these dye companies are doing extensive research. तो एक और क्वेश्चन, पश्मीना डाई करते हो, वूल डाई करते हो, पॉलिस्टर डाई करते हो और कॉटन डाई करते हो. जिसमें किसमें ज़्यादा परसेंटेज पिकअप होता है? पश्मीना होता है पिकअप. हाँ ना, आई एम आस्किंग जैसे मान लो 100 ग्राम आपने एक कपड़ा
Percentage of dye absorbed.
परसेंटेज ऑफ आई एम आस्किंग परसेंटेज मान लो मैंने रिएक्टिव डाई में कितना बताया? रिएक्टिव डाई में कितना डाई बताया मैंने? 65. और मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स और एसिड डाइस में मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स और एसिड डाइस मैं बताया नहीं, मैं जस्ट पूछ रहा हूँ.
मोर होगा सर.
मोर होगा अराउंड इफ इट इज पेल शेड और मीडियम शेड 95. वेरी डार्क शेड होता है तो इट विल कम डाउन. और पॉलिएस्टर में कम होगा या ज्यादा?
कम होगा. ज़्यादा होगा.
पॉलिएस्टर में ज़्यादा है, ऑलमोस्ट 99-100 भी जा सकता है। ओके, तो रिएक्टिव में इश्यू है, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा डाई कहाँ यूज़ होता है? कॉटन में डाई यूज़ करता है, वूल में कम है, पश्मीना में कम है। डाई कंजप्शन विल बी बिकॉज डाई इंडस्ट्री इज वेरी ह्यूज। कॉटन को जो डाई है ना, इतना हम यूज़ करता है, हम सब लोग कॉटन ही पहनता है, वूल एंड पश्मीना ओकेशनली आर यूज। तो दैट्स द रीजन।
ओके सर,
विल मूव।
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, हमारी इंडस्ट्री में आते हैं 2 किस्म के डाइज, एजो डाइज एंड एजो फ्री डाइज, ठीक है ना? हम कैसे डिफरेंशिएट करें ये डाई, मतलब फैब्रिक में एजो फ्री है या एजो?
Actually, azo dyes is banned because azo dye is having excellent fastness, but it is having environmental impact and it is not good for. Suppose हमने azo dyes हमने यहाँ फेंक दिया, खेत में फेंक दिया या पानी में मिक्स हो गया, it is showing tremendous health impact not only for humans, aquatic animals, fish, overall environment। और जैसे मान लो फिश को अगर कुछ ये हो गया तो क्या होगा, हम कंज्यूम करेंगे फूड चेन में आता है, that's it। तो वो डिग्रेड नहीं होता, तो हमको ऐसे डाई हमारे पास होना चाहिए, वो डाई डिग्रेड होता है। ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द डाइज व्हाट वी आर यूजिंग इन azo free।
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि डिफरेंशिएट कैसे करें?
वो केमिकल बॉन्ड एजोड का एक एन डबल बॉन्ड एन ऐसे ये है, लेकिन फिजिकल मेथड से आपको टेस्टिंग को भेजना पड़ेगा। वो उसका केमिकल कंपोनेंट जैसे FTR करो, FTR से आपको पता चलेगा नाइट्रोजन का जो azo बॉन्ड है, वो अगर FTR में एक पीक दिखाएगा तो उसका मतलब है azo group is present। If the peak is absent, that is azo free। FTR से पता चलेगा या chemical analysis,
high-end equipments because chemical
composition वैसे देख के पता नहीं
मॉलिक्यूल्स देखे जाते हैं, उसके लिए हाई इक्विपमेंट्स की जरूरत पड़ती है। इट शोज पीक्स ऑफ डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स, डिफरेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स। So by that way, okay, thank you sir. We'll finish the session by presenting to you a memento.
Thank you.
Love, token of love. It is our chinar leaf.
Yes.
It's mostly being done. Given to the most dear and most, इनको बोलते हैं ना, guests.
Okay, thank you.